Everyone, so AEP is right around the corner. I'm sure you're having clients talk to you about reviewing your benefits. Now, I did a video a little bit back about how, like having clients be prepared for the conversation is important. Also, what's important though is for you to be able to help them make a decision. That should be your guiding purpose. Whether or not that decision is to change plans or to stay where they are, that should be your final, I guess you could call it, goal, is to be able to guide someone far enough and well enough to be able to make that decision. Now, a lot of people I talk to, they want to think about it. They want time to think about it. Well, what is there to think about if they only have the information they have right now? So the best thing to do is really to make a decision and stand by it. What does that look like? Well, it means that if you, after talking to yourself, right, your client and you need to decide that yes, I'm staying put, or no, I'm changing, and here are the reasons why I'm changing, this is why I'm not staying, and done. There should be none of this like, oh, well, let's see what these people have, or let's wait until the very end because there might be something that comes up unexpectedly. You should have already planned for all those things to happen, because whether it happens on December 7th or December 8th, it should not affect how that affects your plan selection. These are insurance plans. We don't buy life insurance today because we think we're going to die tomorrow. It's because we are protecting a risk that we currently have. Because if you think about it, if we bought the insurance today and died tomorrow, well, impeccable timing. But if we bought the insurance today and never die, should we never have bought it in the first place? Not really, because we're protecting a risk. And if everybody who bought life insurance died, then, well, insurance companies would not have enough money because not everybody buys whole life, right? And if they did, well, our term insurance policies would be much more expensive if that many more people died. So everything is priced to perfection with some level of skew because, well, insurance companies have a little bit more leverage when it comes to insurance pricing than the consumer does. It's not like the stock market where if I want to buy something, I am simply buying it for the price plus a real little bit, less than a percentage of what someone else is selling at, whereas insurance companies probably build in like a 20 to 25, maybe even 30% margin in, haircut pretty much. But that's not what this conversation is about. This conversation is primarily to get you as the agent to be able to guide your client to make a decision. It shouldn't be whether or not they like this one, or they like this, or they like that. That should be part of the discovery process, figuring out what is important to your client, right? Remember, Medicare Advantage plans all cover the same Medicare A&B benefits by default. So don't choose a plan because this plan covers a doctor visit. That would be ridiculous because all of the plans cover doctor visits, unless of course the doctor is not in the network, or the other thing is if the doctor doesn't accept insurance. You need to choose a plan that works best for your client based on the situation that they have. You build the situation that they have, and then from the situation that they have, you overlay that over the insurance that would best suit them, right? It's very easy. It's just a lot of people have all these different kinds of ways of saying certain things, but all in all, it all fits into that model. Because if it didn't, laws could not be written for it, right? Everything falls in a tight-knit system for health insurance, especially for health insurance, because it's so highly regulated. So what we need to do, we need to help our clients make a decision. How do we do that? Well, all of our clients have needs, obviously, or else they wouldn't have come to you with a question. They wouldn't be wanting to talk to you, hopefully, right? So you find out what those needs are, what kind of questions that they have, and then you build out kind of their decision matrix. And of course, you check in every so often, make sure that they understand where you're getting all this information from. It's from them. And then you overlay that onto the plans that exist. And from there, you can make a decision based on everything that they've told you and everything that we can do, because right now, it's really the only time you can make a decision. And right now, if anything were to change, those things should already be programmed into your thought process of your plan. Because if you choose another plan, then you won't have a regret. What you'll have is a plan, right? For example, what I mean. So if you choose a plan that has a very high hospital co-insurance or co-pay versus a plan that has a low one but a higher premium, you're saying that you are giving up paying less to go to the hospital in order to save more money per month. End of story. If you go to the hospital, your plan was to pay more at the hospital. It should never be, oh shoot, I should have joined this or that. No, you made a decision, stick to that decision. I day trade, okay? I day trade practically every day. I don't win every day, but that's okay. I come in with a clear-cut plan, and if the plan doesn't work in the time frame that I give it, then I leave. No regrets. Plan didn't work. That's it. So when people have a Medicare plan, a medical plan even, anything that has to do with insurance, they need to make a decision based on the current today snapshot. And if it changes for tomorrow, then the plan will be executed as it is today. Now I understand that certain things have, some people are in a better predicament right now because they can say, hey, I just got prescribed this medication. Let's go ahead and, look at that. How much will it cost on another plan? But that's an entirely different story. You should not wait for your doctor to give you different medication just to choose a plan. That would be a severe tail wagging the dog type of a scenario. You need to have the dog be the head, the insurance plan, because that's the payer, and then the tail be the medical services. Okay, so that's how you're running. That's how we need to think about these medical plans. The medical plans are the ones that are pulling, well, for our sake, right? I mean, for the client's sake, yes, they should be the ones, they should be the main thing, and they should have control of the medical plan. But when it comes time to choose a medical plan, we shouldn't let the doctor and other treatments really be the full-blown deliverer of our plan selection. And the plans aren't designed that way either. If you look at the plans, you may save $30, $40, maybe $50 if you make a rash decision, right? You pay $50 in monthly premium, $600 a year. You might save that $600 a year, or you might not, right? And even if you had a few services that would make you recover, let's say all that $600, you most likely will never use more than that again, unless you are in a catastrophic scenario. And catastrophic scenarios cannot be predicted. That's why catastrophic scenarios, typically in the medical field, are like a double standard deviation or 3 standard deviations away from the mean, which means that they are experienced by usually less than 1% of the population. I know we all want to think that our clients are unique snowflakes, but from an insurance standpoint, we buy the insurance thinking like we are the 1% in snowflakes in hopes that we don't experience those things. Therefore, it depends on your client, and your client's point of view on that scale should not change. Okay, so make sure when you're building this whole decision-making algorithm matrix for your client based on what they tell you, you understand that our main goal is really helping them make a decision. How you get to that decision is going to vary based on clients, but the steps you take to get to that decision will never change. I'll be putting a video out on the entire sales process and how to get really anyone to make a decision. And again, this is not how to get everybody to buy. It's about how to get everyone to make a decision. It doesn't matter if they buy or not. What matters is that they decided to or decided not to. That is the key to having success. And if that is your metric of measurement, to gauge whether or not you're successful, you will be very successful. Because the process is where it's at. And if you can help people come to decisions, whether or not the decision is good for you or not, if you can help them make a decision that they're happy with, your value will be so much more than it currently is. I promise you that. All right, you guys have a great rest of the day. AAP is almost here. I'll see you in the next video.